You could water crops with the amount of tears that I've managed to shed over the course of the past few chapters. I am a little bitch, honestly, but Horikoshi has been bringing it with the emotion time and time and time again with this story arc. With All Might kind of just going out, aimlessly looking for people, making sure to try to get anybody who's kind of against heroes still, and get them to some form of a shelter. He ends up back at his monument at, I believe it's Camino, where his last act of heroism was, where he finds Deku's mask, looking upon his statue with the I am not here sign hung across it. He recounts to his visage that he's only getting in the way, only for the meeting that so many people have waited years for. And that is All Might's encounter with the hero killer Stain, who, surprisingly enough, takes offense to All Might's word. And I love how utterly unflappable All Might is in this situation. Later on, he goes on to say that he doesn't sense any real bloodlust from Stain for some reason. And All Might even goes on to say that he never expected them to meet under these circumstances. With Stain demanding he explains himself, of course he just puffs up into his bulky form for a second, but instantly comes out of it coughing up a bit of blood. And when All Might questions if he's gonna kill him, he says, "No, you're not All Might, you're a fake. How dare you claim yourself to be a hero?" And it's pretty obvious that Stain is trying to get a response from All Might, questioning the shell of a man who seems to have turned into a pale imitation of his former self. And All Might thinks back to why he even started. What made him even go down the path of a hero? And it was a situation very much like the one he's in now. The madness, the destruction, the lives constantly being put on the line unnecessarily. He wanted to put forth an effort to make a difference, to make the world a better place. But now he feels like all of that just kind of ran its course, and it just ended up with even more destruction than before. And he feels bad because he wasn't even able to tell Deku to just take some time for himself to relax, even just a little bit. And it really broke my heart the moment he said that he felt like he was slowly drifting away from being the hero he always wanted to be. And then Stain hides him. They hide behind a chunk of some of Todoroki's ice that is still lingering on the battlefield. And funny enough, it's almost like the ghost of Christmas past, who directs All Might to a girl approaching the All Might statue that's been defaced. And she uses her quirk that kind of creates these weird round platforms. I guess she can only create like these round orbs that are just a little bit smaller than her, so she creates a couple of them to get up. And she starts cleaning up the All Might statue. And when All Might questions why she would come out here to do this, risking herself and probably making trouble for the people who are running the shelters because she's just up and sneaking out, he questions who this girl is. And it hit me so hard when Stain said, "This woman is the last person saved by All Might." That one woman who was caught in the rubble, in the direct path of All for One's blast that would have ended her right then and there. That stand that All Might made in order to make sure that she was protected. It's the same moment with Deku. The person who he saved is still out there hoping for the best for him, trying to keep his message of hope alive to some degree, to some extent. And then Stain just starts screaming the gospel rhetoric that All Might's power had nothing to do with strength or his quirk. It was the man deep inside, the man who would give his life in an instant for the cause. It wasn't just a job for him. It was All Might's very being to help others. Stain feels that this person before him isn't a husk of All Might because he's withered and shriveled and skinny. No, it's because he's not understanding the very thing that he used to stand for. That his influence, that his efforts, they still live on in the others who still believe. And that fire that burned within him is one that has been lit ablaze in others who will extend it from one person to the next. It's the same thing that was being spoken of in the previous chapter. That One for All is a power that can extend past just the users. It is a power of hope, the belief, the effort that things can get better, that there is a way past the hardship, the pain. There is a light in the darkness, and that extends to the people that All Might has protected, that he has inspired. And there are people out there that will never let that light die out, because that light is hope. And without hope, what else is there? It really did hit me pretty hard. More than any character death, more than any tragic backstory or a loss, it is that will to live on, even when it's tough, to still have this sense of hope, despite the hardships. That feels like true heroism. That smile in the face of adversity that Deku was taught about during his provisional license exam. That's what matters. To give the people some sense that things can get better. And if you've lived through the past couple of years, you understand why stuff like that is so important. And funny enough, Stain makes it known that he saw the whole situation with Deku and him and One for All, where he fell into the dirt after trying to chase after Deku. So he gives him a little bit of information that he got when he was inside of Tartarus. Information telling him to come after him, Stain the man who murdered 40 heroes, all to fix this rotten hero society. It's obviously information on All for One. And who would have thought it would come from someone like this? Everybody kept thinking that, Stain was going to kill All Might or something was going to happen. It's just like, no, again, like I keep saying this in a lot of situations, just like some of you guys who are expecting these deaths or these brutal, gritty moments have not been reading this manga and have just not understood the direction that Horikoshi has been trying to take with this series. It's hope. It's always been about hope. The passing of the torch, the new generation, the light constantly burning bright in the darkness, in the distance. You have to believe that things will get better, or else, honestly, they never will. It is through belief that things have the potential to get better, that we can grow to the occasion, move forward, and move on, and get back to some semblance of happiness. That's what I feel that Horikoshi is trying to portray. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Have you been feeling these past few chapters? Do you get what Horikoshi has been trying to portray? Or do you feel that I'm way off the mark? I'm interested to hear your take. So let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good YouTube stuff. Or no, it's all up to you. But until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.